Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Clique, and today we're going to be looking at some of the best budget 60% gaming keyboards under $60 that you can get in early 2021. 60% keyboards are more popular than ever because they're great for gaming by taking up less space on your desk and giving you more room for your mouse. And there's so many options nowadays that it can be difficult to keep up with everything. So with that being said, I decided to make a list of some of the best budget 60% keyboards that you can get for your gaming setup. There will be links to all the keyboards in this video down below in the description if you'd like to purchase any of them. And as of the time this video goes live, they are all $60 or less. Quick disclaimer, the prices of some of these keyboards are subject to change. Also, I don't personally own every keyboard on this list, although I do own a few of them. It's important to me that I keep my recommendations as transparent as possible so you guys can make an informed purchasing decision. Regardless, I do my research into each one of these keyboards and read or watch reviews to help you guys find the best deals and the advantages and disadvantages of each keyboard. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Starting our list today, we have the GK61 that comes in at $60 but can go up to $80 depending on your switch type. This has been a very popular budget option for a while now, and for good reason. The GK61 is one of the best in terms of the features you're getting for the money you spend. This keyboard has the option of optical switches, which means that these switches operate using a beam of light as opposed to traditional mechanical moving parts, which just means that it can register key presses faster and in turn give you a better and more responsive gaming or typing experience. When it comes to switch options, you have 13 to choose from. You can also choose the color of the case and keycaps, but that will come at a price increase that depends on your colorway. For connectivity, you get your standard USB Type-C port that makes it easy to swap out the standard cable that comes in the box for a more stylized and personal coiled or custom cable. The popularity of aftermarket cables has become more and more prominent in recent years, so having a detachable cable is a win in my book. Checking out the keycaps, you get your standard ABS keycaps, and from my experience, these are going to develop a shine on them over time. It's not a big deal, but if that's something that would bother you, keep that in mind. Since this keyboard does have a standard layout, you can always swap them out for an aftermarket keycap set. Moving on to the stabilizers, they could use some work. If you're someone who's just looking to pick up something for gaming and you're not concerned about the typing feel, then I don't really think this would bother you. But if you're someone who's looking for a great out-of-the-box typing feel, the stabs on this board can get in the way of that. Since this is a hot swap board, you can take the stabs out, clip them, and re-lube them since they do come factory lubed, although from my experience, it was done very unevenly and probably would have been better if they had just left it alone. And since this is a hot swap board, you can obviously swap out the switches, but something I just want to make very clear is that if you get the optical version of this keyboard, you won't be able to swap in regular mechanical switches like Cherry, Gatoron, and Kale switches. With that being said, if you get the regular mechanical version, you can swap the switches out with other regular mechanical switches and even more sought after switch types like Holy Pandas, Telios, creams, and more. Case is made out of plastic and has 4 rubber feet to prevent it from sliding on the bottom. Overall, the GK61 has been getting pricier since its recent burst in popularity, mainly because of the Gatoron optical yellow switches, but in my opinion, it's still a good value, and it's packed with features that make it a great keyboard, especially for under $60. Second on our list, we have the Mizar MZ60. This is a keyboard that gained a lot of popularity very quickly for being known as a possibly better alternative to the GK61 keyboard that we just talked about. There's a lot of similarities between these two keyboards. Both have ABS keycaps, both come in optical variants, both have a detachable USB Type-C cable, both have hot swap, and use an angled plastic or 4 rubber feet. In fact, the main difference between these keyboards is going to come down to the branding on the back of the case. The stabilizers and the lighting on the MC60 does seem to be slightly better and brighter than on the GK61. So you might be thinking, if the MC60 is just a better version of the GK61, why would I get that over this? Well, I'm not 100% sure about this, but there has been talk about them discontinuing the MC60. So if you wanted to get your hands on this keyboard, now's your chance because they may sell out soon. Also, the current variety of switch options has been lacking since the last time I checked. So if there's a certain switch type that you want that's not available on the MC60, but you really like what you get in the MC60, you might just have to go and get the GK61. That's why I decided to put both of those keyboards on the list. Third on our list, we have the RK61. This keyboard comes in at the $55 price point, although I have seen it for cheaper around the $45 to $50 price point on occasion. This keyboard works both wired through USB Type-C and wireless through Bluetooth. The RK61 comes in 3 different switch types. While they don't explicitly state the switch type because I believe they've changed it before, I think right now they use Otemu switches. This keyboard does come with software support and does have RGB backlighting, as does every keyboard on this list. The keycap material is ABS and the case is made out of plastic. No hot swap functionality here, and the stabs aren't anything special, but they do help to reduce some of the rattle on your spacebar and larger keys. This is the board you should get if you're looking to get a cheap wireless 60% keyboard that comes in at under $60. With the next keyboard on our list, we have the Drivo Calibre V2 Pro. This is a very versatile keyboard that's going to give you not only wired and wireless connectivity, but also comes with a unique 71 key layout that makes it technically a 65% board, but since it's still in that compact form factor and has a lot of good features, I thought I should include it on the list. Having that layout is going to make sure you still get access to your arrow keys and other useful keys like the delete, insert, and home, while still giving you plenty of space on your desk. The Calibre V2 Pro comes equipped with either Altemu blue, red, or brown switches, and you get your standard double shot ABS keycaps. These are going to come in, of course, either a black or white colorway. The connection is going to be a detachable USB Type-C cable, no surprise here, and the keyboard does have RGB customization through their software in the Drivo Power Console. The case is made out of plastic, and you get 4 rubber feet on the bottom to help prevent the V2 Pro from sliding on your desk. Besides not having that coveted hot swap functionality, the V2 Pro still packs a ton of features that let you keep your dedicated arrow keys without having to sacrifice a ton of extra space. And last on our list, we have the DK61E. This keyboard comes in similarly to the GK61 at that $60 price point, but also goes up to $80 depending on the switch type. This keyboard has an optical hot swap, USB Type-C, an ergonomic angled case, and rubber feet to prevent it from sliding. Features that you also see on the GK61. However, one major difference between these two keyboards is that the DK61 comes with PBT keycaps instead of ABS, like the GK61 has. Basically, you're getting a keyboard that's very similar to the GK61 in features and performance, and you're getting an upgrade in the keycap material for the same price. That alone makes it a great value and gives it an edge over the competition. Although one thing I really don't like about the DK61 is the branding on the side of the case and the font that they use on the keycaps. If this is the kind of thing that wouldn't bother you, then this might be your pick, but at least for me, it's just not my style. The DK61 makes a great case for itself and earns its spot on the list by packing a ton of features at an affordable price, and I think you really can't go wrong by at least checking it out. So that's gonna wrap up our top 5 best budget keyboards for under $60 video. I hope you guys were able to find at least one keyboard that you were looking for, or at least enjoyed the video. Like I mentioned earlier, all the links to these keyboards will be down below in the description. If you enjoyed the video, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, since it really does help out the channel. And if you're new here, I make all types of content on gaming tech, so if that sounds interesting to you, consider checking out the channel and subscribing. If you want to talk to me or ask me any questions, I go live on Twitch at TC_Clique. And if you want more content from me, I have a TikTok where I post tons of more tech related content, like more keyboards, mice, monitors, and a whole lot more. Like always, you guys are awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.